Hey everybody, I hadn't planned to do a video on this channel today at all. I did one on my other channel, Shrinking My Booty, for my health, diet, fitness, and all that. Because everything that I was talking about was based on my health, my fitness, and all this, my diet. But I'm going to go ahead and update everybody on this one because I have an update. My original video, which I will link to you guys in the description, is about my vertigo. I've had it for about 2.5 weeks, maybe a few days longer. It's really hard for me to remember, but it's been about 2.5 weeks for sure. That I'm sure, at least 2.5 weeks. So I've had the vertigo, but not like last year. Last year I just had vertigo. This year I've had exhaustion. I mean, just like so exhausted, it's all I can do to get out of the chair, to get a shower, to go to bed. So I'll sit here until 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because I just can't get the energy to go take a shower. And I don't even have the energy to have a conversation. And Doug will be talking to me and I'm just like, it's just too much work trying to form a sentence to keep my mind together to get a thought across. It doesn't happen. My memory has been completely shot. I will explain it to you like I did on my other channel. I will make a phone call to Doug and he'll usually just have to call me back. But it's gotten to the point that when I call him and it gets to voicemail, by the time it gets to voicemail, I've completely forgotten why I called him. It's gone. I have no idea what I was calling for. It's been really frustrating. It's been kind of scary. I was concerned that I was having small seizures because I have a history in my childhood of epilepsy for years and years. I thought maybe it was mini strokes because my memory was leaving me and I was exhausted during the day from the moment I woke up until I went to bed. And then when I finally did go to bed, the dizziness would wake me up and I would have to try to right myself so that I could get back to sleep. I had a real good night's sleep 2 nights ago, and that was because I took a melatonin and I needed it. It's been weeks of me just not being able to sleep and being exhausted all the time. And I slept good. I slept solid. I had like 7 hours of sleep, which is amazing for me. 7 solid hours of sleep. I woke up the next morning and I was just exhausted. I was completely exhausted. And melatonin has never done that to me, ever. Hands down, ever, 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 never done that to me. So I've been kind of worried. Now, I've been like really irritable with the kids and the animals, and I attributed that to my frustration and lack of sleep. And I can't even drive the car because the vertigo has gotten so bad that I've almost wrecked 3 times. 2 or 3 times I've almost wrecked. So I haven't been, I'm not taking the car right now till it passes. I just let Doug take the car every day. It's been pretty frustrating. So I'm on Facebook today and I go to an old friend's wall, an old childhood friend's wall, just to see what she's been up to, how life has been going for her. And she has an article posted and it really triggered my interest. Now, a few months back, I had a Facebook friend message me, not openly, but privately, and ask me if I knew that I was a witch. And I was like, of course not pointy hat, ride a broomstick witch, just, one with nature, connections with the planet, that kind of thing witch, which I understood what she meant. And I told her, no, I wasn't aware, and she said, well, I'm telling you that you're a witch. I can feel the connection with you even over the internet. I can feel it in the way you talk and the things you post and your personality. You're a witch. So I left it at that. It was never brought up again. I told Doug about it and he got a kick out of it. And then turn around and one of my subscribers on YouTube actually asked me, has anyone ever told you that you're a witch? And I was like, well, kind of funny you should say that because yes, they actually have. And I told this person about the Facebook friend incident. So that's 2 people, and another person mentioned it to me as well outside of the internet and said that I had a connection with nature that was obvious. And I wish I'd have known about this connection a long time ago. My life would have probably been a lot easier. But I mean, I see it now. I saw it before anyone brought up the witch factor. Yeah, I totally saw it. I wanted to be one with the planet. I just wanted to live in the woods and grow my own food, shit like that. So it's just different for me with animals too, especially the animals. I have a connection with animals, and I always have. Even when I was a kid, I like being surrounded by animals. They give me some sense of peace, and there will be like animals that people say, oh, you can't interact with that animal. She or he doesn't interact with people they don't know. They barely interact with me. And then I do. I get them where they need to be first time I meet them. Doesn't matter. Dog, horse, goat, doesn't fucking doesn't fucking matter. It's just the way I've always been. And now it makes sense. But anyway, I go to my friend's wall, getting sidetracked, and they have an article up, and the article says, severe geomagnetic storm and flares causing widespread sleep disturbances and other human health effects. I'm not going to read the whole article. It's pretty lengthy for reading anyway. It's just a few paragraphs, but I'm just going to read you the part that pertains to giving me some peace of mind when I saw it. I was compelled to read it because of the thing where it said it caused disturbances and other human health effects. So it started on Wednesday, March 11th, which was tomorrow will be 3 weeks ago. And that's around the time my vertigo started. Vertigo. The part that pertains to me is this. I gotta highlight it. The types of intense solar activity we've been experiencing this week can have serious effects on the central nervous system, the stomach lining, all brain activity, including the equilibrium, along with human behavior and all psycho-physiological, mental, emotional, physical responses. This can manifest as nervousness, anxiety, worrisomeness, the jitters, dizziness, shakiness, irritability, lethargy, exhaustion, short-term memory problems, heart palpitations, which I don't know if I have or not, nausea, queasiness, prolonged head pressure, and headaches. So I've got 8 of those things happening out of, 12 or 13? I've got 8 of them happening for weeks. So I feel a little relieved that this is going to pass. I don't feel as down about it. I just have to chalk it up as my connection with the planet, I guess. I don't know really. I just don't know what else to connect it with. But I'm going to put a link down in the description to this, and you guys can read it for yourself. I found it very interesting. Thanks for stopping by and listening to my shit. Hit the red button below and hang out with me some more. And everyone have a great night. Bye.